today we will be talking about good touch and bad touch. So what is a good touch? What do you feel is a good touch? A good touch is something that makes you feel happy. A good touch is something that makes you feel good about yourself. For example, a big hug from your mama or papa, a handshake by a teacher, a pat on the back by someone adult when you do something good or perform well, a hug maybe from your close friend or from your brother, a high five from your friends or from your sports teacher when you do well in sports. These are all examples of good touches because they make you feel happy. Now, what is a bad touch? A bad touch is something that makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't like it. For example, if I pinch your cheeks, will you like it? Maybe if I do it gently, maybe if I do it strongly, it becomes a bad touch. So something that makes you uncomfortable, like when you hit your head suddenly against a table or a wall, that is a bad touch for you. So what few bad touches which you should definitely be aware of? Firstly, let me introduce you to Leslie. Now, what are Leslie's body parts that if someone sees or touches, that is a very, very bad touch? So the parts of your body which are covered by a swimsuit are considered to be your private parts. So for girls, this area, the chest area, and this area, the area covered by the underwear, and for boys, this area, the area covered by the underwear, are your, what are they? They are your private parts. So if anyone asks to see them or tries to touch these private parts of yours, that is a very, very bad touch. But you will say, Mama gives me a bath, so is that a bad touch? No, there are certain people who can touch or see the private parts and it's not a bad touch. For example, Mama, Papa giving you a bath. For example, you have to go to potty in school and the Didi in school helps you to clean the potty. Maybe you get hurt in your chest area and your teacher has to see it because there is some injury. That is okay, but only if you are hurt. Otherwise, if anybody, even a teacher, if they ask to see your private parts, it is very, very bad touch. Now, when you go to the doctor's office or you go to your pediatrician, when your mama takes you to the hospital, then sometimes the doctor may have to see your private parts, not always. So then that is also fine. So if you need help with anything pertaining to your private parts, like taking a bath, cleaning your potty, maybe some hurt, then it is okay for someone you know, like your parents, doctors, maybe some reliable teacher you are close to see those parts. Otherwise, it is very, very bad if someone does that. Now, what do you do if someone tries to do that or does that? Should you wait to go to school, or should you wait to go to your class, or should you wait to go to home? What do you do? Are you very confused what you need to do? You should immediately go to someone you know. If you are near your home or at home, immediately go to your parents. If your parents are not there, you can go to your grandparents. In school, you immediately go to your class teacher or your principal and you tell them, someone tried to see or touch my private parts. No one will ever say anything to you about it, and you have to immediately tell them. So you need to have your close circle. So you discuss this today with your mama and papa. Who can be part of your close circle? Can it be only mama and papa? Can it be some aunt who knows you very well? Can it be your class teacher? But that close circle is the only circle you can go to if someone gives you a bad touch or tries to give you a bad touch. So today you sit with your mama and papa and understand who are part of this close circle. So they are the people you can go to anytime for anything. Now you may say, but that day when uncle tried to touch me on the tummy, I didn't like it. Is that also a bad touch? Yes, so anything that makes you uncomfortable is a bad touch. So, especially your private parts, that is the parts covered by your swimsuit area for girls, the chest area, and the area covered by the underwear. For boys, the area covered by the underwear, and also your lips. Nobody should try to kiss you or touch you on the lips at any time, even on your cheeks. Only with your permission they can kiss you, or if you are okay with it. Otherwise, you can say no. Now, if someone comes and touches your tummy, now that is not your private part, but is it a bad touch? Yes. Any touch that makes you uncomfortable, not just your private parts, it is a bad touch. So if someone, some bhaiya or some elder girl or anybody, if they say maybe hit you on the back and you don't feel comfortable, please discuss this with your inner circle, the circle I talked about, your parents, your class teacher. You can ask them that so and so person or this auntie, she touched me on the back or patted me on the tummy or she kissed me and I didn't like it. So you can go and tell them that. Now, what do you do when someone is there and they come and say, I want to see your private parts? What do you say? You will say no. You shout and you just run away from there. If somebody tries to kiss you on the cheek and you're not liking it, you will say no and you will shout and you will run away. Shake hands, somebody trying to shake your hand, unless it's a complete stranger, that is usually fine. But any other place, if you are uncomfortable, it is a bad touch. Only if you are comfortable with a kiss from a close auntie, or if you are comfortable with some uncle patting your back, that is fine. But private parts, touching of the lips, kissing of the lips is always and always a very bad touch. And when somebody tries to give you a bad touch or tries to see your private parts, what do? We say no. We shout no and you just run away. And who do you go to? You go to people from your inner circle. So I hope all kids have understood the meaning of good touch and bad touch.